Welcome to another edition of the River City Hardball Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Gibson, the place to talk baseball here in Jacksonville. And what a pleasure it is to talk baseball right now with Finn Howell from St. John's Country Day, recently signed with the UNF Ospreys. Finn, how are we doing tonight, man?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. I'm doing just fine. Congratulations on signing with UNF. First of all, tell us why UNF. You made that decision a while back. Tell us why you signed with UNF.
Well, I'm just excited to, be a part of that program. I've been committed there for 2.5 years, and I've developed a great relationship with Coach Boss and Perriton. And not to mention that I have two really good friends going there, Alex Lodis and Eli Maddox. So I'm excited to, play with them and their coaches and develop under their program. So looking forward to it.
Finn, you come from a very good program at St. John's Country Day in the Orange Park area of Jacksonville. What's your experience been like there playing for Coach Lucas and playing for that program?
It's been amazing. I think my 10th grade year, Jack Hodges, he was a senior. He really was a great leader, and just the work ethic he turned it up about 10 times, with the morning workouts to afternoon practices every single day, morning workouts every single morning. And I think he really just changed the culture. And then Connor Moore last year, he kind of carried that throughout the whole season. And it's just been a grind, constant grinding. So it's awesome.
And Finn, you're a senior this year at St. John's Country Day. You mentioned those guys, Jack Hodges, Connor Moore. Those kind of guys laid the foundation for what you're trying to accomplish there at St. John's. This is your senior year, so you're the guy everybody looks to now, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And how does that feel? How does that leadership role feel for you?
It's awesome. I love it. Me, Brad, Jordan, Jude, Cooper, and Tyson, all the seniors, really just got to carry that culture and that tradition where you work out every morning, you do afternoon practices, and I think this is the most people we've had doing morning workouts. Basically 90% of the team, everyone who can make it shows up. So just to see those guys really buy into that culture, it means a lot to us. And, if we can carry that throughout the season, I think we'll be fine. Hopefully win a state championship.
I know you guys were in the state championship last year, or this past year, you're a runner-up in that game. But what do you take away from that experience? I know that has to drive you. I know that has to fuel you guys for this upcoming season.
For sure. That's all we can think about. Leaves a bad taste in our mouth for sure. And it makes us work, 100 times harder than we did last year. So, we're definitely upset about it, but, we got to focus one game at a time, win districts and regionals, and then, states. So just buy into each other and play as a team, and I think we'll be fine.
You guys have had certainly a lot of accolades, certainly through a few years with you guys in particular. You've won the district title 19, 20, 21, a regional title last year, and a state runner-up. For you guys, what's your mindset going into this season? Is this like a revenge tour for St. John's Country Day?
No, it's just, like I said, just win one game at a time. And, whatever happens, it happens for a reason. So if we just play for each other and buy into that, where each player has a role, depending on where you bat in the lineup or wherever you play, even if you're not playing, you have a role on the team. So if we can just play as a team, like I said, and for each other, I think we'll be fine. It's not really a revenge tour. It's just, hopefully, we play hard and we make it back and we win,
Yeah, it's well said. Finn Howell joining us here on River City Hardball tonight. Finn, tell us about your game. I know that you pitch a little bit. You're an infielder as well. Tell us about your game.
So I'm a two-way. I pitch a lot and I play second base, and that's basically it. I just try to play as hard as possible, and whatever happens. As long as I give 100% effort at all times, then I'm pretty satisfied. So,
are you typically a leadoff hitter?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I was leadoff last year.
Is that where you think you'll be this year?
No, sir. I think I'm gonna do 2-hole this year. Maybe Brad leadoff.
Mm-hmm.
It changes every game. Coach Don, he doesn't really know yet, and none of us know yet. So hopefully lead off 2-hole.
What's your comfort level being a leadoff or a 2-hole guy? I feel like you're probably comfortable in either one.
Yeah, I'm comfortable at either one. I'm used to batting leadoff, so I kind of like doing that. But
I
two
know
holes.
there's such a different mindset about leading off because you're the guy that sets the table. You get on base, you try to get on base. That's your job, and then you get on there and you try to steal bases, right? I mean, you just try
Yes,
to
sir.
manufacture runs for the team.
Yes, sir. And for 2-hole, hopefully if Brad gets on, he'll steal a base, and then my job is to get him in or get him over, and then hopefully whoever's behind me gets him in. So we can do
Yeah.
that every inning. Then that's like 1 run per inning, and we'll win. So.
Finn, how did you find baseball? How did baseball become your sport?
My dad, he introduced me to it when I was when I couldn't even walk. I've always loved the game, and I've been playing it my whole life. It's the only sport I've really put that much time into. So, I fell in love with it, and I give that to my dad. He's helped me with that. So.
That's awesome, man. I love that because it's the same way for me. My dad, my grandpa really taught me about baseball. I grew up a big Braves fan. You're a Braves fan too, I heard.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Who did you grow up watching? This is going to really show both of our ages. Who did you
Oh,
grow up
God.
watching?
Derek Jeter.
Okay.
He was my favorite player as a kid. Just love the way he plays. And now I'm going to say Acuna. He's my favorite player.
It's amazing that the Braves won the World Series without Acuna.
Yeah, without him.
That's insane, right? Tell me about so you said Derek Jeter, watching him growing up. Anybody else that you maybe emulated your game after, whether it be in the box or in the field?
Not really. I just try to be myself whenever. I can't try to do too much over on playing, but mostly Derek Jeter. I love the way he plays the field, and he's not really a power hitter. He just does whatever it takes to get on base, and that's what I admire about his game. So.
That's awesome. A few more minutes here with Finn Howell. Finn, what are you most looking forward to when you take the field there at UNF, being a part of the Ospreys program?
I'd say just being so close to home, having my family come out and support me and watch my games, have everyone that, has helped me get to this point, being able to watch that, close to home, my grandparents. I think that's what I'm most excited about, just being so close to home.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. That's definitely an important piece to it, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Big time.
That's awesome. Well, Finn, what was your excitement level when the Braves won the World Series? I couldn't sleep after it,
I
man.
couldn't
That was
sleep.
so. Yeah,
That's what I was going to say. I couldn't sleep. It was awesome.
that's very cool. Hey, man, you
Yeah.
got a loaded team over there at St. John's Country Day. You mentioned Bradley Hodges. He's going to Virginia. Jordan Taylor's going to Florida State. You're
Yes,
obviously
sir.
going to UNF, as we've talked about. I mean, what's it like playing with such a loaded team, man? I know the expectations are high, but it's a
Yeah.
really good group of guys.
Well, we all just push each other to be the best player we could possibly be. Like I said, with the workouts, I mean, we'll come home from a fall game at 9 o'clock. We'll have, Brad would be like, let's do workouts tomorrow morning. And that's what it takes to, play at the next level. That's what it takes to win a state championship, hopefully. So they just make us better. We make each other better, and that's all you could ask for.
Love to hear that, man. You got one more year there at St. John's Country Day, and then you're on your way to the University of North Florida to play for Tim Parrington, Coach Boss, and the UNF Ospreys. Man, really appreciate your
Yes,
time
sir.
tonight, and best of luck moving forward, Finn.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Finn Howell from St. John's Country Day on his way to the University of North Florida. He's our guest tonight on River City Hardball. We'll talk to you guys next time.